The girth of his what?
You're like a father to me.
Hey! And go.
Is this on? Okay. My name is Adam R. I work here at Lumen, and I need to get a message to my outie immediately. I work down here on the reaction floor. I don't have time to explain what the hell that means, but I found a whole room full of goats. A whole room full of goats. And I looked into it, I spoke to Brienne of Tarth, and I learned something shocking and intriguing. I need my outie to know that the goats are... What's up, everyone? Adam from FWCI. This is Severance, Series 2, Episode 10, Cold Harbor. What is going on with these goats? That's what I need answers for. I've got my suspicions. I've got my theories, shall we say. We will get into those. By the way, I just found out that Black Mirror will be returning on April the 10th, so I will be reacting to that. I did the last series. Oh, my favorite episode, Lock Henry, was pretty fucking insane, and I liked the one with the Demon 79, I think it was called at the end. That was a decent one too. But I feel like Severance definitely has a Black Mirror-ish vibe to it, which is why I'm pretty nervous about the final episode. But let's talk about where everybody was at. I mean, Mark S., he seems to be back on track. He's got his memories back, but now he's face to face with the devil herself. That goddamn visual of her standing before the depths of hell, beckoning him to trust her. We'll get to Cobell in a sec. Helena, so currently, I believe she's Heli R, but she's down on the 7th floor. She's trying to memorize the directions to the elevator. Then she's face to face with her father in one of the creepiest shots of the entire show. But does that mean that Heli R doesn't know who James Egan is? Because she has this kind of bewildered, like, what the fuck, kind of response. So I don't think she even recognizes his face. I guess she was only... How long was she... No, she's definitely met him. They met each other when she was in the finale of the last series. Either way, I'm very uncomfortable with him being down on the 7th floor. Dylan, I believe he has, mutually resigned from Lumen? Is that the end of his story? There was a lot that happened in the last episode that makes me feel like this is the end of the entire show. And I don't know if they have greenlit a season 3. I don't think it's been officially announced. So who knows? Maybe this is the end of the road for everybody. Like Irving, for example. We saw him, I saw somebody point out that he looks like the meme of the two people. There's a theme here, and one of them is, and they're on a train, and one of them's looking at a cliffside, and he's all depressed because it's dark and scary, and the other one is looking out across this beautiful view, and he's happy. That's what Irving looked like at the end of the last episode. I really see that, and I wouldn't put it above this show to use something like a well-known meme to very subtly put something into your head. So if that is the case, that's a genius stroke right there. All right, let's get on to the villain team. Oh, no, not really. This is not really broken up in any particular way. Milchick seems to be on the outs with Lumen, and he let Mark have the day off, which I think is a monumental moment in his time on this show. And, I mean, not as monumental as telling old mate to devour feculence, which is just tremendous. I might have to get a devour feculence t-shirt if they're out there. Cobell's ready to take Lumen down. I think. She's gonna do something. Because she got that book that proves that, what's his name? Friggin' old mate. Egan is a fraud. He's like core skeet.
Our educational situation is a fraud.
What?
But is her plan just to regain control of Lumen? I think that's very likely, to be honest. My money is on she is the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And as soon as she can take over Lumen, she's doing it. And she's finishing Cold Harbor, and we'll get to my thoughts on what's happening next. Miss Wang, why is she a child? Yeah, still a question. Banished to the James Keir Empathy Center, if I'm remembering that correctly. Is that the end of her story? That feels like it could be the end of a character's story. And talking about Black Mirror before, that would be a very bleak Black Mirror-ish kind of end for Miss Wang. Devon, I'm still really sus that she's so eager to get Cobell back on board. I don't think she just got lucky. I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm still suspicious of her, but I do love her because she is a great character. Rickon, my notes on him have not changed. Possibly evil, possibly dumb as fuck, can rock climb. Telling you, we get stuck somewhere with rocks, Rickon is either going to come save the day or maybe he's going to be a point of terror. Who knows? Goat Watch, where is Brienne of Tarth? Yep, that question still remains. I do have a theory about the goats. It's kind of the same theory of what I've probably mentioned in the past, but I'm really starting to hone down on this. So, I think Lumen's surface plan is to create products that they can get people to sever themselves from unpleasant responsibilities in life. Childbirth, annoying tasks, and, going to the dentist and stuff like that. I think that's what on the surface they are saying is going to happen. I think their bigger plan is to create immortality or never-ending life through some sort of fully formed, biologically accurate humanoid replacement. I don't want to say clone, because I think that's a specific term. This is just like a vessel that they are able to engineer in some kind of way. Then, after that, they put the brain of somebody in there, or at least the, digital print of somebody's brain, but the totality of the entire thing, they chuck it in the new vessel, that person can then live on forever. And I think what Cold Harbor is Gemma has to be killed in order to be replaced into a new vessel, and that's why it's such a condition that if Cold Harbor is done, Gemma is also done. Are they already doing this? Is Miss Huang an example of this already happening? Let's have a look at some of these old episode titles. Good News About Hell? Is this going to end up being the total story of this is going to be something about the afterlife? Half Loop? Oh, is it going to be communicating with the dead? Holy shit, that would be fucking nuts. Half Loop, whatever. In perpetuity, whatever, doesn't stand out to me. The UUR, I mean, that speaks for itself. The Grim Barbarity of Optics and Design. That rings a little bit different now that we know more about Bert. Hide and Seek. Defiant Jazz. What's for Dinner? The We Are. The UUR and the We Are. Okay, cool. Hello, Miss Cobell. Goodbye, Mrs. Selvig. So, with Cobell at the end there, and old mate's like, I said, she's alive. And they went zoomed in on her face. I get that that's them trying to now tell us that Cobell is on our side and ready to fuck Lumen up. But again, I'm skeptical of what her motives actually are. Who is alive? In reading these titles back now with the rest of the context of Woe's Hollow, oh yeah, that episode was fucking crazy. Trojan's Horse. Okay, is that just episode specific or is that a greater metaphor for the entire show? Attila. Okay, but you old romantic. Chick High Bardo. I mean, you know what that is. It's the fighting with oneself. Sweet Vitriol. I mean, it was Sweet Vitriol for Cobell, but the After Hours and then Cold Harbor. Alright, I'm not getting any more meaning from any of that. But it is time. This is Severance, Series 2, Episode 10, Cold Harbor.
She had a gentle way about her.
What the fuck does that mean?
I kissed your innie.
Maybe I go in and I quit and I just end.
Gonna get more of Dylan? Good.
I want my own. Would you like that?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, Helly R is getting a little bit tribal, I think. Shout out to everybody involved in making this show. This has been amazing to watch, whether I watch season 1 in my civilian life or this one as a reaction. It's just a show that's captured my imagination like nothing else. And this song fucking slaps. I was thinking as well, Tremel Tillman is absolutely jacked. Let's say this show goes on for another 2 seasons. Can you imagine him on the outside, just dude trying to take down Lumen? I could get behind Milkshake as a hero, as an action hero. That bit at the end there, it flips between Gemma and Helly. Is Helly gonna end up being Gemma? I have the seedling of an idea there.
It's a cabin for giving birth.
Kind of symbolic as well.
What a funny speech you gave at the party.
Yeah, he knows he's speaking to the innie. Whoa!
Through a tin of candies.
Oh, you giant fucking baby.
God, you're fucking weird.
Yeah, weird also works. What do you want, old man? I'm guessing you're not here for a melon party.
I do not love my daughter.
Cool.
I used to see care in her, but he left her as she grew.
Sound like a great dad.
I had others in the shadows
Yeah, we heard.
until I saw him again. And you.
What? Why are you stabbing him?
Tomorrow is a special day.
Whoa, so see you later, Helena? Yeah, Helly, you've been chosen.
You'll need to quickly get to the black hallway, then down to the testing floor. I'll not...
What the fuck do you mean once that file is done?
And then he'll find Gemma and take her up to the severed floor.
Where you will guide her to the exit stairwell.
We gotta team up with our innie and outie to accomplish this fucking escape? Alright.
We can prove that they fucking kidnapped her. It will end them.
I don't think it will. The framing of that shot shows me a lot of backstabbing is gonna happen here.
What happens to every innie on the severed floor?
You all fucking disappear forever, never to be seen again.
It doesn't have to end your life.
Yeah, we could catch up once a month. Do something fun. That'd be an amazing existence for an innie.
Somebody else who wants to talk to you.
Except with rapid aging, I guess.
Record your response. And step outside.
I mean, I'm glad they've got a very, very well thought out plan at this point.
So you know what it is.
Wow, the wonder and the joy on Innie Mark's face.
You'd be happy that innies are content, and because I took their word for it, you've been living a nightmare for 2 years.
I fucking love this. This is amazing. Man, Adam Scott is acting his ass off in this. This is fucking incredible. Why is that man pregnant? Alright, let's see what Mark S. has replied with.
Wow, this is, I never expected to actually speak to you.
Holy shit.
Yeah, even Audi Mark is like, this is fucking crazy.
And we don't want it to end. Can you understand that?
Technically, once a week, once a month. Give your innie the absolute time of their fucking life. That would be, like, an amazing way to ride out the end of both of their existences, I reckon. Can we get an innie Audi putt-putt golf, mini golf course?
Called Reintegration. It's a way to recouple memories so we can be one person.
Whoa, really? That's how full on it goes? How the fuck is that even gonna work though, Mark? I mean, I know it blends their memories together, but is that the same as blending your personality together?
What would that mean exactly? That you get the right side and I get the left?
Right.
I mean, you've been alive for, what, 20 times longer? So whoever this new hybrid person is...
Yeah, fair call.
Okay, how does it work?
This is getting quite, quite blunt.
Ms. Google told me you like someone down there? Helena Egan, right? Any name's Helena?
He didn't even know her name. That's not good. We've seen an ugly side of Mark's temper throughout this as well. Like, throughout the whole series, I don't know.
For taking an interest in my life. Before tonight when you need something.
What the Mark S., what are you talking now?
Assuming that's even real. Assuming every word out of your mouth isn't a lie.
Oh, no.
We are in this together. Can't you just trust me? No.
Yeah, he's probably got some trust issues.
Let me speak to him. Alone.
Yeah, has anyone ever successfully been reintegrated? I don't think so. Not to the point that he's talking anyway.
The numbers are your wife.
Yeah. Her fears, her emotions, everything.
I don't understand.
They're trying to construct a whole new version of her. That's my theory.
Whoa. Frolic. Malice.
Fucking goat head. That's the 5 things, isn't it?
Her tempers.
5 tempers, yeah.
It's a new consciousness for her.
Oh, one that doesn't feel those things.
A new innie.
So he's creating innies as well. Jeez.
Wait, why are you telling me this?
Very good question.
She's an Egan. You're nothing to them.
She only has to fuck Egans? What's going on here?
The next thing I see had better be the severed floor, or I swear he will never see his wife again.
What? Whoa. Oh, Jesus. What? Oh, God. All right. We've got the 4-horse Egan on the top of the hill and 5 additional ones. I see Dylan. I see Helly. I see Gemma. I see Miss Huang. I see Milchick. I see the goat lady. I see the chick who's connected to the board. I see Rickon. I see Irving. I see... I guess that's Cobell. I'm guessing the rest are all the characters from the entire show. And then a bunch of fucking goats in the background. And Mark S. doing his best data refining. Fucking hell. That is what an image to come back to. They completed Cold Harbor is what I'm getting from that though. Or is this a welcome back present? And yeah, what a reunion for these two. Oh my god. They even have the corpse bride thing of... Oh no, is that one of those creepy dancing things? Or is that the corpse from... What's his name's vision? Irving's vision. Beautiful painting as well. I see you. Everyone we've seen. Where did they get this list of people to put in there? Like... Because some of them are from the outside, most of them are from the inside. Okay, so these were those creepy things that showed up out in the snow. I still don't have answers for what that is. What the hell? Is that supposed to be her old man? Doesn't look anything like him. Or is that a Kier of years past? Sorry, an Egan of years past.
Goodly splendors await upon your victory. Love, Mr. Milchick.
Very personable there, Milchick. Oh, fuck. We've got melons. So what are you gonna do, Mark S? You know all the risk involved here.
But today is a special day.
Well, at least we know this is definitely Helena, because why would she reveal that? Hello, Dylan.
He said no.
Did he? Oh, I reckon they just threw a metric ton of cash at him. Enough to set him up for life. Yeah, everyone's taking a moment like, what is this? The exalted victory of Cold Harbor? What the fuck, man? The cult-like activity here is just shocking. Oh. So why do they need the trauma of her death to complete her brain? Why would you want them to know about their death?
But if you...
Because that's outie Gemma. She knows what that outfit means.
Yeah, but I want to live with you.
He doesn't want life. He wants Helly.
I'm her.
What do you mean by that? That's a weird flip-flop from Helly, though. She's been, like I said, quite tribal and almost warlike in a us innies against them outies kind of thing. So we're going to complete Cold Harbor and then save Gemma. That's the current plan for Marquez.
As it may yield an embarrassing emotional response in you, and as I'm duly swamped, I shall leave you to read it in solitude.
Devour feculence, Milkshake. Why did you run away like it's gonna fucking explode?
I've read your request and organized my response into 3 points. Point one, fuck you.
Not a good idea, Audi.
If I'm being really honest, I guess I like knowing you're there.
What the hell does that mean? I mean, you like not having to do any work and get paid?
If you want to leave, you can.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what any Dylan is getting out of this arrangement, other than he gets to exist, but he still has the trauma from it. Like, he still might be feeling pretty upset about it. Milkshake, why are... What are you feeling on those numbers, Mark?
My sense a happy one.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Call Mr. Egan.
Now what do we do? What does this mean? We've waited 2 seasons. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Because it's not the night that she died. It was the night she got kidnapped. Uh-oh. Lucky you got those directions that you probably can't read. What the fuck? Michael Jordan here to congratulate you? Why's the Alan Parsons Project playing all of a sudden? What?
One of the most important people in history.
Okay, go on.
Floor manager!
Milchick, you deserved every bit of that entrance.
You're looking very handsome.
What is going on?
So magnanimous.
My, you're verbose. Good thing you didn't write the first appendix. It would have burst.
Excuse me?
You mean my company?
I mean this wax statue that's 5 inches taller than you actually
Oh!
Thank you for that feedback, Seth.
Huh?
Thank you, Kier.
Is this somehow like the board? Because they're a, you know, disembodied voice. Where the fuck are all these people from? Are they all 7? I guess they would have to be. That would be torturously loud in that tiny room as well. Come on, Milchick, where are you? You gonna give it this one? I mean, A for choreography. It was very good. Oh, God. Hide your eggs, hide your wives. James Egan has arrived. Oh, God. So, was Cobell originally the one who was going to be doing this? Yeah, this is a good time. Let's split.
See you at the equator.
What does that mean? Oh, she's just a decoy. Smart job. I'm loving how practical some of the things that they do in this series have been. Or this episode, specifically. Oh, what are you going to do now, Seth? Dylan going to end a finale holding on to something again? Oh. Alright. How many other of these panels do that? Hello? I don't know what that face means. I don't know what that blink was all about. You're gonna put Gemma's brain into a goat? What?
Where's Mark?
I don't know!
Dylan, good work! Okay, so what? You find out what happened to her. I'm still baffled about why that night where she got kidnapped is so significant. Is it just because that's the end of her normal lived life? And where the fuck is Cobell? We haven't seen her for quite a while.
Enter the room. Who are you?
They were the first words of the first episode.
The most of its flock.
You know, a vivacious, wily goat?
Is it up to the task?
It is.
So... we just... store people's... the makeup of a person's brain? Whoa. That's where they used to put them down, isn't it?
And give me its life.
Okay... what does this do? Is this just made up religious gobbledygook, or is that why we have a whole goat floor, just to do some sort of sacrificial symbolic thing? Or is the blood of the animal unique? Hey, don't kill the goat.
How many more must I give?
As many as the founder calls.
Ah, take that answer and shove it up your ass, mate. Convenient that that room is directly across from there. Come on, Mark, how you getting in there?
It's the wrong door.
Nah, not with him. Oh! I mean, I shouldn't be that surprised at this. He's snooping around that hallway. That was just a straight up ass kicking. Nothing left for interpretation there. Reach in his nose and yank out a hair? That'd stop him. Whoa. Oh! Good job.
No more killing.
Awesome. This guy is feral. He's been so, like, well composed throughout the whole series, and now he's just unhinged. Come on. Yeah, fuck him up. Like that. Oh!
Wait!
No, we need information from him. Appreciate the intent, but let's just put a pause on that. You also don't want to look like a hypocrite. So she's not getting frustrated, I guess? Thank you, goat lady. We appreciate it.
Emil thanks you.
You're welcome, Emil.
Emil is the name of the goat.
I assumed.
Oh, okay.
Mark. Oh! Whoops! Yeah, see you later, buddy. He was an interesting character. What's his connection to all this? Just high ranking in Lumen, I guess, from somewhere in the world? Wow, Milchick is going. And these guys are just like, whatever. Let us finish our set, please. Whoa.
Give us half a life and think we won't fight for it. Right, Milchick?
Is this whole marching band gonna turn on Milchick?
Open the door!
Step off, fucko!
Fucko?
No! 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 No!
Good strategy there, Mark. I guess you don't really know any better. Just ah! Quite a parallel to how they met. Oh, hello, Governor. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, well, you want to test Cold Harbor? This is probably a good way to do it.
Don't speak to that man. He's here to hurt you. Stop.
Yeah, suck shit, you crazy scientists.
Stop.
Oh, fuck.
house. That's all they call him. This is going to be their reuniting, isn't it? This is a very beautiful moment, but let's get going. Yeah. Ellie knows what this means. What's gone through your head, Milchick? Thanks, Drummond.
No! You'll kill them all!
You'll kill them all? Isn't that what's going to happen if we complete it?
What's taking place?
Good question. Why are we back down here, though? And Milchick looks, like I say, feral. All of the Lumen employees and goons, for lack of a better term, are quite feral in this episode. Panic-stricken. Oh, right. Yeah, we can go out here.
Fuck you, Mr. Milchick.
All right.
Mark, come on. Come on, Mark.
What are you doing, Marcus? No!
Mark, come on.
At least help her get off the grounds, man.
Mark.
Oh, no! You got room for a throuple in your life? The severed floor is not a life, Mark. Really? Really? Mark S is the captain now.
On an ever-spinning reel, like a snowball down...
And this creepy lighting is not helping the disturbing nature of this scene.
Past the minutes of its face.
Whoa, what was that face? What is this plan, though? Where are you even going? And this beautiful romantic song playing over all of this just makes it even more... Oh, what do you think? How do you even process this? The freeze frame as well? And there is just straight up fear on both of those faces, is what I see. Fade to red. Ah, Stella! Ah, come on. I mean, there's a lot to still unpack. There's definitely a season 3 coming, for sure.
And I go down and stay down.
Go down and stay down, yeah. We didn't get any follow-up with Cobell.
We tried to really push the bounds in terms of the tone of the action.
It just gets shot out of a cannon and it just doesn't stop.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Which is, if Innie and Outie Mark could actually talk to each other, what would they say?
Oh, what an amazing fucking scene.
From the beginning, he made such a clear choice on how his Innie was different than his Outie, and I think that he's just an incredibly gifted actor.
Yeah, I can't rave enough about that scene.
Party, and we didn't want to do something that was really in the same vein as that. Like, we wanted something that was really different. And at some point, somebody said, well, what about a marching band? And once that had been said,
there's something, like, terrifyingly claustrophobic about a marching band being in a room playing music. Yeah, we didn't find out what happened to Milchick either.
This really is the beginning of that. And we don't know what's going to happen with Milchick, who's facing off with this marching band.
I gave them a band. I got them a band. 200-piece set band. Like, come on. And they still didn't appreciate it.
You know what, Milchick? They're ungrateful fucks. Tramel Tillman, anytime he's doing these interviews, it's so fucking funny.
Or his responsibility to his Outie.
Mark, we gotta go home!
What is the plan? What is the plan?
Oh my god, if we just stay here, maybe we can be together another 10 minutes.
Wow, it's like that?
More than 10 seconds into the future, but it was going into the unknown and never existing again, or going with Helly.
Yeah, very well explained. So that was Cold Harbor. What a bloody stacked finale, Mark S. You absolute romantic, but damn, man. What's a bold decision. And honestly, that is an incredible cliffhanger because at some point, Mark Scout is going to be back in the driver's seat, unless Mark S gets killed down there, but I don't think that's going to happen. But Mark Scout will be back into the driver's seat and will be like, what the fuck's going on? Is Gemma just going to be like, all right, I need to get out of here by myself. I need to just roll. Like, how is she going to escape there? They're in the middle of the goddamn snow. Oh, just so many things in that last couple of minutes that have huge implications for season 3, which I'm assuming is coming. So I'm going to go through my notes here and recap what we know about each person. But before we do that, we learned a lot about the goats. Well, not really. They're just sacrificial. Is that all it is? Why are they breeding them? Are they making them? It sounds like it might just be them breeding goats for the purpose of, like, religious reasons, I guess, for lack of a better term. You know, there are some religions out there that hold certain animals in very high regard. Maybe in the Kia religion, whatever this is, it's goats. I hope that's not the extent of the explanation for the goats, but it is an unsettling one if it is, that they would put all this time and energy into breeding the perfect goat just to sacrifice it. Why was it needing to? But that's the thing. Like, Lumen is such a technological company. For it to have all these cult-like tendencies and religious, like, over-the-top kind of tendencies and things like that, it really just, you never know what is going on collectively with Lumen. But let's quickly talk about the characters. Mark S, so yeah, we don't know what's going on with him. We definitely know that his future is uncertain, as is Helly and Helena. What's Helena gonna think when she gets back in the driver's seat of that as well? And what happened to get her back down there in the first place? See, I've got so many questions about how everybody was coaxed back down there. Dylan, I mean, I liked that little moment with him and his outie having a bit more of a connection, and there was a lot of conversations between innies and outies in this particular episode. I don't know, I thought that Innie Dylan is still getting a pretty rough deal from that. Part of me kind of wishes outie Dylan is like, look, fine, my wife really enjoys this. Have at it. you can bosh my wife on the reg. We didn't get any follow-up with Irving or Bert or anything like that in this episode. Milkshake, where is his allegiance? He was so, like, when he was doing that bizarre presentation with the Kia statue, that thing seemed sentient. So that makes me think that it's something to do with the board, perhaps, but I don't know what that was all about. But that was a very entertaining scene. I enjoyed that quite a bit, and I enjoyed the tension between Milchick and the Kia statue as well. But then at the end, he's well and truly, you know, the bad guy in the eyes of the people down on the 7th floor. So it's a weird situation that he seemed to be coming out of his loyalty, but then, due to circumstances out of his control, he's just now plunged back into the role of villain. So very curious to see where Milkshake goes in the next season. Cobell, that's the one thing I wish we got a bit more of a follow-up on for this one. I guess we got her helping Mark S and explaining what Cold Harbor is and giving us some sort of answers about, some very clarified answers, I should say, about what's going on in Lumen with Gemma and everything like that. But she's got that book that is going to break them down, and I'm being impatient. I would love if Cobell's story, you know, came to more of a conclusion, or if we got the next chapter in this episode, but it just makes me more excited for Series 3, so, you know, there's that. Miss Huang was off at the James Kia Empathy Center. Devon, she didn't do anything too suspicious in this. Rickon, I'm guessing he's off rock climbing somewhere, and yeah, the whole situation with the goats, and I can't remember the character's name, but Brienne of Tarth, that lady, the big goat lady. I loved that she is having some emotional turmoil about this bizarre, wasteful, heinous kind of job that they've got her doing. And all of that anger came out on Drummond's face. Elbows! She's throwing bows like Ludacris in the early 2000s. And while we know what Cold Harbor was doing, we still don't really know what the actual final vision of this plan is going to be. Why was that last day so important? Is it just because they left happiness until the very end? And is that happiness putting together a baby crib? I mean, I guess it touches on a deep, you know, emotional chord, but I'm baffled about the context of what Cold Harbor was in terms of the actual activity that was going on in there. Because if she died on that day, it would make sense, but she didn't. So I don't know. I hope we get more clarity of that. And I'm sure there are people in the comments that know way more about this shit than me and will definitely clue me in. Now, the show's only just finished, but let's have a quick look and see what Twitter is saying here. This shit is gonna haunt me in my sleep. Yeah, fuck. It's a crazy decision for Mark S. This is funnier knowing that he was late for busting it down in front of Mark S and Helena. Yeah, that was a bizarre move from Milchick. There's a few times in this show where there's real love between Helly and Mark. Yeah, I've seen it. There is a connection there. There's definite chemistry. Even on the outside with their outies. It was worth the extra 20 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much was the plot. Although my favorite one of those is Dylan's wife looking away from Dylan because she's attracted to Dylan. That was great. You know what? Congratulations, Dylan G. You did your job well. Yeah. It's easy to forget that Milchick is unsevered. This is who he is on the outside as well, if he needs to be. Yeah, fair. I'm not liking Gemma's chances of getting away, but maybe she's very formidable in a survival situation like that. With that being said, she did get kidnapped. Okay, The Sims Twitter account getting in on the action. That look, it was cruel. Helly was never cruel. That's fucking Helena. Oh, that would be something. There have been characters that have speculated at that kind of thing. Right, give it a crack. I agree, Tramell Tillman is the GOAT. Tramell's the GOAT?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't.
Come on. And it's looking like there's a lot of people that are suspecting that it is Helena down there on the floor at the moment and not Helly. Like I say, season 3 is going to be awesome. They've got so many juicy plot points to, you know, open up the next season with. They've done a great job. I haven't really followed Ben Stiller's like directing career. I've probably seen a bunch of his movies if he's done a bunch of movies, but I don't often pay a great deal of attention to who's directing, but he clearly has a lot to do with this. The guy who talks at the end, I can't remember his name, he's the writer. He clearly is a twisted individual and I love it because the world that they've created for Severance has started to really evolve into something so deep and so rich with so much mystery. There's so much mystery in this show in general. They can reveal a bunch of stuff to us in the finale of this, and there's still so much meat on the bone that we want to know and we need to know. But I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Go to patreon.com/FWCI if you want to support the channel a little bit further. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.